Hi, Jan from Germany here. This may be the most important video that I've made yet, and we have to talk about sacrifices. So the Canadians have been angry since Venezuela, and you might have seen that on social media. Some of them have been coming especially at the anti-MAGA Americans, and the word of the day was weaponized helplessness. Basically, the accusation is that you aren't doing enough. What the fuck is going on? We are losing our patience with you. And I've seen some Americans quit communicating over this. Not perhaps a mass phenomenon, but the irritation is there. And at the beginning, I have to say, I was quite irritated myself because my whole job on here is to try and foster cooperation. That was until I talked to a Canadian contact that I have and had them explain to me that the sentiment in Canada has shifted since Venezuela, and the focus is now on self-defense. Like, the person I talked to is concerned and focused about getting their family to safety. Understandably so. That is what they think about now. And from that perspective, I can understand that they would come online and be like, what the fuck are you doing? You aren't doing enough. This is about my family now, about my personal safety and theirs. Why aren't you doing more? And let me be perfectly clear. If you are one of the Americans that are constantly in my comments and tell me what they do, this video isn't about you. I have Americans in my comments who tell me I'm in my 60s and I quit my job to resist ICE. I have Americans in my comments who tell me what they do despite all the obstacles that they face all the time, and there's a great many of them. This video isn't about them. This video is about you if you've been joking online about, can someone please come and do a regime change here in the US. This video is about you if you asked online, help, what should I do? Can someone please help? Yes, I am called the emotional support European of threats. But there is no other way of breaking this to you. We have to talk about sacrifices. People have died now in Venezuela. Greenland is threatened, and by extension, my whole continent, Europe. Canada, just as well. It is getting more dangerous. And where the Canadians are right, as a matter of fact, is that we need more resistance. I know a great many of you face legitimate struggle. The sheer size of your country, being a blue dot, having MAGA family, or the non-existent healthcare, the difficult job situation. I know these things because many Americans tell me about them. I understand that. And yet, we are in a situation where we still need more. And that means sacrifice. If you can, you have to do more. There's no other way of phrasing it. If you have asked, what can I do, instead of having tried whatever comes to mind for you personally, the time to do it is now. I'm not saying, you fucking idiot, go do more. In fact, if you think about Greenland now and what has happened in Venezuela, it is not you who have to ask me for help. It is me who has to ask you for help. It is I who has to ask you to do more, despite the obstacles. And then it becomes clear without any doubt that resistance in this context is about the most excruciating thing that you can possibly do. It is tiring, people are going to hate you for it, and it is increasingly dangerous, and yet it has to be done. And I'm not just saying this, I'm saying this as a German who grew up in a part of Germany where as a child, my parents would tell me not to touch anything remotely metal outside in the forest when I would go to play outside, because odds were that it would be still a bomb from the Second World War. And to this day, when a construction site happens, either they find some Roman roots from 2,000 years ago or a bomb from the Second World War. It's not even worth mentioning in the news. The time to ask, what should I do, has passed. As my Canadian friend put it, you try shit. Whatever is within your capacity and not against human rights for that matter. You have to try. And at some point something works. This is how this is going to go. This is the time for American inventiveness, to stand up for your rights. And it is going to be, and you have to come to terms with that, it is going to be about the most excruciating and uncomfortable thing that you will ever do. But it has to be done.